Hi and welcome. In this video, we will introduce constant functions. To this end, consider a function f which is defined from A to a set with one element whose element is k, where k is a real number, with equation y is equal to f of x is equal to k. The output of this function is k for any value of x from the domain, which is the set A. Such a function is called constant, the reason being that the value of y doesn't change as we change the value of x. For example, y is equal to fx is equal to minus 2 is the constant function with value minus 2 for all values of x. Likewise, y is equal to g of x is equal to 3 is a constant function. We know that the domain of this function is all real numbers, but the range of this function is a set with one element, which is 3. The graph of a constant function y is equal to fx is equal to k is a parallel line to x-axis which crossing y-axis at k. For example, if we want to sketch the graph of y is equal to g of x is equal to k, what we do is we consider an xy coordinates and then we draw a parallel line to x-axis which crosses y at 4. That is, the graph of this function y is equal to g of x is equal to 4 is this line which is parallel to x-axis and crossing y at 4. If you look to this graph, you see that as we change x from minus infinity to plus infinity, y remains constant, which is 4. We can apply a number of transformations to a constant function. For example, consider y is equal to t of x is equal to minus 3 and shift it 4 units upwards. If we shift it 4 units upwards, that is y is equal to tx plus 4. T of x, we know this is minus 3 plus 4 is equal to 1. Let's name this as p of x. Now, we can reflect p of x with respect to x-axis. In other words, we multiply y is equal to p of x with minus 1. Hence, y is equal to minus p of x, which is equal to minus 1, is the x reflection of y is equal to p of x, which we name it as n of x. Now we sketch the graph of all three functions and specify the domain and range of all three of them. All three means t of x, p of x, and n of x. Let's consider an xy coordinate. This is y is equal to t of x, which is equal to minus 3. Then this green line is the graph of y is equal to p of x, which is achieved by moving the y is equal to the function y is equal to t of x 4 units upwards. Then now we reflect this y is equal to p of x with respect to x-axis in order to get n of x. That is, if we reflect this with respect to x, we get this line here, which is the graph of y is equal to n of x. We know that the domain of all three functions is all real numbers, but the range of the three functions are different. The range of t, it's a set with one element, which is minus 3. That is, for all x values, the output of the function t is minus 3. Likewise, the range of the function p is plus 1. And the range of the function n is a set with one element, which is minus 1. Thanks for watching and good learning.